You should subscribe to the Monaresclub. Because the Principal Saints told you to, idiot. Bye.
Hey everyone, Elizabeth here, bringing you some more gameplay action for the Monaresclub channel. Don't forget to like our video if you like what we're doing here, and subscribe to our channel for more DBS content. So we even added a little tagline at the bottom to remind you. We love sharing our content with you guys, so we hope to see all of you here for more. Today I'm playing Gotenks, Green Gotenks, on the right here, and my husband is playing Android 16, which he pretty recently, within the last few weeks I think, had a deck profile of Android 16. So if you can kind of see it in action here. It's pretty fun, so hopefully you like it. Looks like I'm only keeping one card and shipping away the rest. And James is keeping 4, I think? 4 or 5 there. Yeah, so. Nope, he's put another one back. So maybe he kept 3 or 4. So if you don't know either of these decks very well, Gotenks' plan is generally based around a card called Gotenks the Grim Reaper, which is a card that you can play for 2 with Union Fusion. That you take a Trunks and a Goten from your hand, put them in the drop, you can play him. And he's bonkers, does a bunch of crazy stuff. You'll see him pretty soon. And pretty much it kills their battlefield. It does a lot of damage. So that's kind of Gotenks' plan, is just to get those boys out, to get some other big couple of things that you can kind of cheat out into play, you know, do damage. Gotenks' plan is what I just said. Android 16's plan is kind of a similar plan, but a longer term one. It has a little bit more control. And then has some big boys who come and kind of, you know, poop all over your board and then kill you. So we'll get to see that maybe today. So it looks like I didn't have much to do. I just charged a green. James's turn. He also just has a charge. Oh, he went first. He charged 1. I went second. I charged 1 and swung at him. So it looks like he's going. He swings at me. Android 16 has the ability that you, I think, discard an android and then pick up 2. So pretty good. Kind of some hand filtering there. And then he plays that 16 that helps ramp you. Which Gotenks' plan is kind of to hopefully get enough damage through before he has time to ramp up to his big boys. Since Gotenks' big boys don't need very much energy. So I swing at him, he takes it. Android 16 has an ability that you can awaken early. I think if you have an android... if you have 5 energy in between both players. So he could awaken any time, but he has to go down to 5 life if he does it. So it looks like I played Go Cool, which when you play Go Cool, you can search for Union Fusion card, and then you can pay 1 to kill Go Cool, and you can find 2 of the Union Fusion pieces that go with whatever Union card is in your hand. So I just did all that, got all my stuff set up to hopefully attack next turn. So while I'm looking for that, James is starting his turn. Kind of waiting for me. I have several different Trunks and Gotenks in my deck, so kind of looking for the right one. I have 2 that when they're in your drop you can pay for them, so that's usually some of the ones I go for first. I also have a Trunks that when he goes to your drop from Union, you can look at the top 7 for a unison of, I don't know if it's just a green unison or a unison costume, but looks like James is swinging at me. card on the bottom. He super comboed. Here I am debating what card to put on the bottom. I don't remember what I originally put down, but I decided to put Dormant under, which maybe I regretted later, but it's kind of hard. This isn't like the best matchup for Dormant, because usually James only wants to swing at me a couple of times anyway with that deck. So he did Arrival out that big 16 that he gets to bring an Android 21 of 5 cost or less into play, which you see he found the blocker. The blocker looks at the top 7 for an Android. And when he swings with that big Android 16, I think it has double strike and makes you discard a card, so pretty good. But he is swinging with his smaller 16 right here, and he's comboing from the drop, which is what his leader lets him do, to make it a 15. Which is really annoying that he can turn his 5 drops into 15s, but he kind of gets a free super combo every single turn. Decided to take it, it looks like. There he swings with his big double strike. I have to discard a card, so I discard that Zarbon. Makes sense, because I want to play that out of the drop anyway. I decide to take it as well, putting me down to 3, which sucks, but it's hard. I'm kind of playing the game here where I'm like, well, maybe I can take some hits and kill him on the crackback. I do decide to get out of that. I do also, I know I have, I think 4, by the end of this turn, I have 4 negates in hand. 2 that I can play without energy. So I'm kind of hoping that's going to save my butt next if he goes to another turn. So, combo out of that, my turn. You know, I don't really know if I can hit him for all 5. He still has a pretty good stack of cards in hand. What, it looks like he has like 7 or 8. But I haven't awakened yet, so I do still have 4 energy essentially, which means I could play 2 Grim Reapers, I could play my Unison of a Grim Reaper, maybe something else. At 3, I am also set up for the Gohan that's in my deck, that when you're at 3 or less, you can play him for only 2, which is pretty good. And he kills something on their board as well. I think ignoring barrier, which is really nice. But I start with Gotenks, which is solid. So when Gotenks comes out, I discard the 2 boys. One of them being the Trunks that digs 7. I am gonna kill that big guy. What's nice is the only thing that I can't KO with the Gotenks is things with barrier, essentially, or indestructible, but that's kind of different. So I looked at the top 7 for a Unison, because that's what the Trunks that I put in the discard did. Didn't find anything, but it's nice to look. Sometimes it's just nice to kind of get it out of there so then you don't draw it with your draw. I drew 2. I awakened. And I kind of just figured I might as well do it again. Get rid of that blocker. I know he doesn't really have a ton of stuff that pops my things, especially when he is all tapped out. He can't Arrival anything, so that makes me feel a lot more confident. He is now at 5, so he could negate with Dimension Magic and pick some things up, but, you know. Oh, there's my Unison. I found off that Trunks I put in the drop. What's also great about these Gotenks Grim Reapers is if he KOs them, I get the combo pieces back into hand. It's just an absolutely ridiculous card. But it only really works in this one deck, so you have to build a deck around it, which I'm fine with. I have a lot of fun with this deck, so I decide to swing as leader, see what he does about it. I do technically have 5 swings on board, but he has so many cards in hand, I don't really think it's worth trying to go hard on it, right? I think it's better just to try to take some things out of his hand, see what I can do, so... You can see me kind of thinking. I was also looking to see if there's anything I could free play from my hand, but I don't have my Unison in play, so there's not. I swing as leader, he takes it. I decide I'll just swing with my little boys, see if he takes it. He does. But obviously I can't get him those last 3 down. So I'm kind of like, well, maybe I should just swing at your battle cards. If they're not really worth him saving. So now I have to hope I don't die on the crackback. We're both at 3 life. And as I already said earlier, I know that I have multiple negates in hand, and I have sparking. So that's really helpful. I'm hoping that he can't get out more than, you know, a couple things to try to swing at me. I also have a sizable hand. You can't really see under my video right here, but I have like 13 cards in hand or something like that. So a lot of combo power going on. He starts with a speedy sub, which looks at the top 5 for an android. There's his kind of big game winner right there. And then I think at the end of the turn, he can swap something in his energy for something else. So that's pretty nice. Oh, he decided he swings with his leader. I decide, one of the nice things that, for me, for Gotenks, is that if I just stop his attacks, he can't arrival, right? So, I'm like, well, I should probably just negate. He has 2 things in play. Obviously, he could play something else, but if I just negate everything, that's gonna help me not die. Kind of thinking, I know I have a Death Ball, Shocking Death Ball, is that what it's called? Yeah. And I have the new one we just put in, Homicidal Clones. And I decide Death Ball is gonna be better as soon as I play it. Kind of waiting for me here. Hurry up, Elizabeth. Play that card. You know you want it. There we go. So I take the life for it, but then I can kill his other thing in play, which then he can't swing with it. So even though it was only a 4K, he doesn't really care, right? He just wants something for a rival. He does play his ramp 16 there. Ramp's his super combo, perfect. And then swings, and then I do Homicidal Clones. I just don't want him to have any chance to arrival. I know he could. One of the things that's nice about 16 is it can arrival the 16 cards, or rival anything, I think, out of its energy, which is just bonkers. And as you can see, he has all of those things set up. He didn't have enough energy to do the 21, which would have burned me for 1, which would have killed me. But he could have brought in that big 16 that has revenge blocker. So it was really annoying. And dual attack, I think. Yeah. So James tells me, don't use that as your media token. Use this. So that's a card that from I think the Dragon Ball Heroes. that belongs to one of our friends at the local game shop. So now I'm trying to think, can I kill him? He has 3 energy up, but I just gotta swing, right, and see what he does. Because I know, I kind of forgot that he could just kill me on the crackback with his burn. There, he beams out of this attack. Makes sense. But I got more attacks. Okay, put 1 on there. Or 2. Did he beam twice? I think he beamed twice, so. And he rivaled that. Really annoying. He gets to go find, he is, thing to burn me. So, see, none of it mattered. He burned me on the crab crack anyway. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was fun for you. And I hope that you'll tune in next time and watch us again. So, talk to you later and have a great day. Bye, everyone.